Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. The LB show today. Lisa and Lydia, of course. It's Monday, starting our Facebook Live. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, especially this looming storm. But I want to remind you, live every weekday morning, right around 8 o'clock. You can watch it anytime on your news feed, of course, also on your InForum YouTube channel and on your favorite podcast platform. Just go to inforum.com/podcast and look for the InForum Minute. And actually, we're going to talk about Super Bowl later before we get to the winter storm. I have yet to watch the halftime show yet, but Dylan's off, Scott's off.
Yeah.
A lot of people are off today.
We got some slackers around here.
They really wanted to hit that Super Bowl party hard, so they're enjoying the day off. But you enjoyed the Super Bowl halftime show.
I did, yeah. I liked it. I'm not one to really ever hate the Super Bowl halftime show. I can't do that, so who am I to judge? I think the artist gets to do whatever they want with it. If you missed it, spoiler alert, Rihanna's pregnant, so that was a fun little...
I'm calling it like the bump that stole the Super Bowl.
Totally stole the Super Bowl. Yeah, so I think she did really well. I loved it. I thought she sounded great. I thought it was entertaining, and that's all it needed to be.
That's all it needed. I love that.
Yeah.
It was very refreshing hearing your review, because haters are going to hate, so, you know.
Right, yeah. Some people just go into it knowing they're going to hate it.
Okay.
I can't do it, so
and I like
applause
Rihanna.
to her. Yeah,
exactly. So I can't wait to see what else is to come. And also, I just want to point this out. We both were saying, wow, she's doing that. The halftime show, pregnant.
Exhausted. I don't know. I was exhausted for her.
I know. So that's awesome. Very, we're pro woman anyway, but the fact that she was doing that with baby number 2 on the way is really awesome.
Atta girl.
Okay, so on to the big story. Today it's going to be nice.
Yeah.
But we have something coming on. So maybe, do you want to talk about today and then Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Did you say snow for your sweetheart?
That's
what she told me earlier today.
Snow for your sweetie tomorrow. Okay, so today is still going to be beautiful. We've been spoiled with this nice weather, sunshine, 30s, melting weather. We're going to do that again for today. It'll be a little bit on the breezy side. So if you're out and about this afternoon, that might be one complaint that you would file is that, it's a little breezy, but that's kind of helping to push in the warmer air and you've got the sunshine. So 30s to near 40 by this afternoon. Enjoy it while it lasts. I can't say that enough. We'll get to about 33 tomorrow, which looks great on paper. Like 33 degrees sounds great, but it'll be cloudy and it'll be windy, and then a rain-snow mix will start to develop in the afternoon. Very tricky to forecast as temperatures are teetering right near that freezing point. Could get some freezing rain, some sleet, and those kinds of things. Make it very slippery very quickly. So got to watch for that in the afternoon. As temperatures drop tomorrow evening, that'll all switch over to snow. Heavy snow at times possible. With that rain-snow line, that transition line, it's tricky.
Yeah.
It's really hard. And I think 20 miles, which is not very far, can make a really big difference in a little snow versus a lot of snow. So this is a system where it depends on where you are for how much snow you're going to get. No matter where you are, you're going to get the wind. So everyone sees the wind pick up Tuesday night, I'd say 50 to 55 mile per hour gusts.
Significant.
So like highway speeds, you know? That's some strong gusts out there. And that'll blow around any of the snow that you do receive. If you don't get much snow, you're looking at wind, maybe some icy roads thanks to a little snow skirting across them. But where you do get snow, you're looking at near blizzard conditions, whiteout conditions. I would not be surprised to see a blizzard warning be issued with this in spots. So we'll just have to see what the National Weather Service does with it. We do have a winter storm watch that's in effect for Tuesday evening into Wednesday. By Wednesday morning, snow is done falling from the sky, but it's still really windy. So I'd expect bad travel into at least the first half of Wednesday. Second half, still a possibility with that wind kind of slowly backing off. And then it's cold. We have single-digit highs for Thursday. So there's that. Yeah. Nice and cozy for Valentine's Day.
Like a double punch there of
bad
weather news.
So it really looks to hit and kind of make an impact right around supper time for Valentine's Day. So if you do have, dinner plans.
A lot of people will.
Totally. Rightfully so. If you can, maybe move them to tonight. I wouldn't plan on leaving town for any of the spots that do get snow for tomorrow evening. Again, it's a case-by-case scenario. Not everywhere is getting snow, and some spots will get very little, and some spots will get a lot. And so case-by-case, but that's something we're watching closely.
Okay. Well, thank you. And of course, just wake up with First News tomorrow morning. We'll keep you updated on where the snow is and And of course, the following day as well with road reports and live reports outside, all that stuff. It's back. So.
Good resources for you include the Storm Tracker app, of course, and then we're doing that live blog. Again, that Storm Tracker live blog, you can find it on InForum.com. You can go to the weather tab, it's there. Each shift, each of our meteorologists that comes in will be updating it as we get closer and closer. So that's an easy way to get new updates every couple of hours.
That's so nice. I like that a lot.
Yeah, me too. I just updated it about 7:30, so there's a new update for you. There.
All right. Well, thank you, Lydia.
Yes,
all right. She needs to get back to work. She's got lots to track there. All right. Let's cover a few of your morning headlines for you right now. We're covering a couple of fires from over the weekend. A person is expected to be okay thanks to a neighbor who rescued that person from a house fire over the weekend. That fire started in the home's attached garage in Fergus Falls. It quickly spread into the house itself. The garage was destroyed. An estimated $100,000 in damage to the home as well, so significant damage to the home. Investigators at this point say the fire does not appear to be suspicious. And another fire we're also working to learn a little more information for you on happened in North Moorhead. Neighbors tell us flames could be seen shooting from the detached garage on Saturday night as well. This happened in the Crystal Creek neighborhood in North Moorhead, which is right off of Highway 75. So we'll continue tracking updates for you on that fire. This is a big story. We're just learning this morning. We now know that the plane that shot down yet another unidentified object over Lake Huron was actually a Duluth-based fighter jet. President Joe Biden authorized the takedown as it was somewhere over the lake off of the Michigan coastline. The mission was carried out by the U.S. Air Force and the Coast Guard, and part of that team was based out of Duluth, Minnesota. An F-16 from the Minnesota Air National Guard was actually the plane that shot down the object. Governor Tim Walz has expressed how proud he is of the Duluth Airmen. He tweeted out a few details and is saying this morning that they executed their mission flawlessly. And in case you're, keeping count here, this is actually the fourth object shot out of the sky by a U.S. fighter jet in just the last 8 days. So another big story there. A lot will be developing and talked about throughout the day on that story as well. The number of people crossing the U.S. southern border illegally has actually dropped to the lowest level in nearly 2 years. This is according to the Border Patrol. The agency made less than 130,000 arrests in January. That's actually down 42% from December. And it appears a new program that allows some migrants to apply for entry from their home countries is contributing to that drop in border crossings. And it's hard to believe, but today actually marks 1 week after the earthquake that hit Turkey and neighboring Syria. The death toll now at about 33,000 people. 33,000 people are confirmed death. The new twist in the story now, there's people are still, holding out hope. We're still hearing some incredible stories of people being found and rescued, but there's kind of a turn now. Authorities are now targeting contractors in that area who built buildings that have collapsed, which if you've been following this has become a huge story, huge issue in the aftermath of that earthquake. We talked about this right away, the big story, of course, Super Bowl weekend behind us, still riding the high. The Kansas City Chiefs, your new Super Bowl champions. You couldn't go to bed early. There was no blowout here for sure. Actually, the champs, they had to battle hard to come back, down 2 scores at half to claim the title over the Eagles, 38-35. That happened in just the last few seconds of the game. No surprise here. Patrick Mahomes named the game's MVP, throwing for 183 yards and 3 touchdowns. You know that Dom Izzo is going to be breaking that all down, talking about the big game. Hot Mic with Dom Izzo is on this morning, 9 to 11, every weekday morning on WDAY Extra and InForum.com. Not sure if he's going to talk about it because we already did. We've covered it, of course. A lot of debate and discussion happening over Rihanna's Super Bowl halftime show. And of course, because we told you already, she announced that she's having her second baby. So I have yet to watch it because I was on the road back from my children's volleyball games in the Twin Cities. So I'll have to watch the show and give you my review. But I love Rihanna, so I'm sure I'm going to enjoy the show as well. Okay, remember we have some newscasts coming up here, our 11 a.m. here in just a couple of hours on WDAY, and of course, all your local news and weather headlines again starting this afternoon, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10, anytime on InForum.com. You can follow the weather blog as well that Lydia was talking about. And a great time to get your subscription to InForum.com for 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. You can get that all access pass to InForum.com. Just go to InForum.com/subscribe subscribe to get that deal. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy today, and we'll track that storm for you right here on WDAY.